Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. The action has already started. And here's Messi. And here's Bellingham. Serginho.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't win all those honours at club and international level without doing something right.
Koundé.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Tchouaméni promptly onto that, and that is that. Rice, and here's Mbappe. Rafinha. Haaland. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. De Bruyne. It's Bellingham. To Roberto. That's good play. And he's cut it out. Rafinha. Nuno Mendes. Rice. And that could set him on his way. To Roberto. Serginho. Bellingham. And it's De Bruyne. Cafu. And it's De Bruyne. Lobbed in behind. He's got tall. He will be livid with himself. Goes looking wide. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And that should get the job done. Nuno Mendes. Rodri. Half-time getting close now. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Messi. Oh, important interception. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 18, Erling Haaland.
So off we go once more.
On the field is
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Serginho. He is starved of space and time. Koundé did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Messi. Now it's Rafinha. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Looking tidy in possession here. That's tidy. That's a smartly directed ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Mbappe. Koundé. Now it's Messi. And he's making progress on the ball. That is good strength. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Batistuta. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
He's in space and looking for options. And he gets rid in a hurry. And the finish! And it's in! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Substitution in progress. Substitution for Barcelona, number 19.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Rafinha.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Pete...
There's the shot! They've done it! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly. Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Kante showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. So what can they make of this? He can run onto that.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Substitutions taking place.
Great Mbappe! And with that, the final whistle. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shift. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Marquinhos. He's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
He's got tall. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Haaland did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Van Bouten. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. To Schneider. Koundé. Can he spark a counter here? Haaland was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's Neymar. Now it's Stoichkov, swept in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Barcelona could counter here. Rafinha powering forward here. Mendes looking to run onto it. He's got the shot away! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Rice. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. It's a goal kick. Guardiola. Hernandez. Adams. And it's Schneider. Beckham. And he's intervened well there. Stoichkov. Nuno Mendes.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And the half-time whistle goes. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Barcelona lead by 1-0 at half-time. It's been a good display from them so far, a stable start to the game, and they are in a goodish place. First half is behind us, and hits one! Oh, that is rather wayward. Paris Saint-Germain upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
And it's Neymar. He is just caressing the ball. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
The attendance for
And
this
here's
match was
Stoichkov.
72,306.
Oh, well played. Rice.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Beckham. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And that's a throw-in.
Substitutions taking place. Substitution for Barcelona. Number 18, Erling Haaland. Number 19, Rice. Number 16,
And he welcomes it in. Messi.
Number 8, Rafinha. Coming on the field, number 20, Messi. Number 7, Conte.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Barcelona still ahead by the game's only goal. Oh, it's come loose. Mbappe. Guardiola.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Up he goes! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Neymar. Hernandez. And he was alert to it. Not too much more. And that's that. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Please report to the staff room.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
And there's a lot more to read into this game.
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We have already started here.
Lionel Messi, Peter. Now, there's a player who could make a mug out of anyone.
Plenty of examples of that, Jim.
Yeah, I remember when his former mentor was managing Germany's winning machine, a machine that had hammered Messi's side 7-0 on aggregate not too long before.
Very different story that night, though. 2 goals in 2 minutes, he was a bit special.
And a few doubts about him before the match on account of him not scoring in the previous couple of rounds. How wrong was that?
Musiala. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Rummenigge. Decent hit! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Rummenigge has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Koundé attempts a clearance. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Musiala. Musiala will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Great hit! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Mbappe. Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Barcelona finding their passes. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Tries to get it clear. Rafinha. For Rice. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Can he finish? Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Rodri gets it away. Rodri. Well, that pass isn't the best. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's being shifted off it. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Nesta. Van Dijk. Conte.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Koundé. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And the game has already resumed here.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Stood up well to him there. Rummenigge. And he cuts out the supply. Rafinha. Rafinha charging forward, the ball at his feet.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Rodri gets a foot in here.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Barcelona are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Ronaldinho. And no, that was never going to make it. Rafinha. Costa Curta. Rodri. Conte. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Koundé simply refused to be outdone there. Rafinha. Nuno Mendes. Musiala, who's set up one goal so far. Just about up to 75 minutes. Costa Curta. Messi.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's made sure that's not getting through.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
He has found the way through. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
It's a great ball.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Rafinha shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there! Dying minutes, and we're all square again.
Barcelona clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Substitution. Substitution for Barcelona. Number 23.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
There's the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Number 7, Conte.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Your reflections then, Jim? Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. And as you can see, we've already started here.
Peter, I think there's a good chance that opposition strikers today will have their work cut out with Vitor Baia, simply because he's been a high achiever all through his career, and that winning mentality remains very, very strong.
Yeah, the judge keepers by absence of mistakes, and he makes very few.
I'd be happy playing with him behind me.
Pedri. Yamal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Koundé. Rice.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Haaland. Can he finish? Pedri. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Saliba. Rafinha might just make this. And Koundé. Nuno Mendes. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mendes made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. No, that's been intercepted. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Nuno Mendes.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Rice. Messi. Oh, nice touch. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. No foul, says the referee. And it's Batistuta. Musiala. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Messi. Lovely feet. Gently done. Nuno Mendes chooses to go back. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, they've never really been threatened in the first half. I think it's been a magnificent team effort. The work rate has been superb. Very, very organised.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Barcelona have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going.
Shapes to shoot! Musiala engages and forces him off the ball. He's had a shot! Oh, taken with style!
Barcelona clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
Koundé, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
For Barcelona, number 18.
He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
And Beckham!
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
That is good strength. Nuno Mendes. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Torres is herring after that one, and he's there to retrieve it. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Koundé. And here's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Had a shot! And that would have won it.
Yeah, he knew only too well that to concede then would have been tough to recover from. That could prove a big moment in this game.
Now it's Messi. And the shot! Great strike, but the keeper's equal to it. Oh, what has happened here? Rice.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And here's Messi. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And we're done. Barcelona have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Rice picking... Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. And already we're underway here. Rafinha powering forward here. Mbappe. Kimmich does really well there. He is strong. Quickly taken. Rice. Can he put it away? David Villa, a little gem amongst strikers.
Yeah, and I think there are probably two things that set him apart, Peter. First, the ability to mould himself into any formation the team wants, often ploughing a look.
Tries a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. It's a really well-measured ball. Rafinha. Still goalless at the moment. Kimmich, nicely aimed pass. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Back in once more. Oh, what a climb! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? David Villa. Oh, great hit! Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Fernando Torres. Now, what about a counter-attack? And he's intervened well there. David Villa. He has found the way through. Koundé is there, and he can get that clear. Rafinha. Rafinha goes on a charge down the left. Mbappe. He's been picked out. He's had a shot! Goal! Barcelona!
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
Back into the middle. And he's cut it out. And we've reached half-time. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow. How would you review the first half?
At least, Peter, not conceding another goal has kept them in this game, and they can up their response in this second half.
Barcelona go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. And we're already back up and running after half-time. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Now that is a hefty challenge. Rodri, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Rafinha! And that is wildly off target.
Barcelona were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Kimmich. Aim forwards.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And here's Vinicius Junior. Barcelona are still that goal to the good. Koundé.
The attendance for this match was 70,987. Substitution in progress.
Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Bellingham.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Mbappe! Oh, the ball! Oh, he's been caught napping! Shapes to shoot! And it's hoisted clear. Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. That'll be a throw.
Substitution for Spain, number 19, Yamal.
Intercepts the throw,
Coming on
that's
to
well read.
replace him is number 20, Messi.
Mendes looking to hit the byline here. He can get that clear. Oh, he's done very well to take that back.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Rice.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Over to the other side, and it's Messi. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Foden. No, he wasn't going to be fooled.
Spain have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Substitution for Spain, number 24, Vinicius Junior. Number 22, Phil Foden. Coming on the field, number 42, Musiala. Number 6, Mbappe. Substitution.
Tchouaméni, keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
Well, at the moment, we're seeing an attempt to manage the advantage. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he's being shifted off it. Musiala, Tchouaméni promptly onto that, and that is that. Bellingham. And time is up. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And expectations are rising, and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Otto made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Hoisted in. And that has been knocked clear. And he goes cross-field. David Villa, Jim, a little gem amongst strikers.
Yeah, and I think there are probably two things that set him apart, Peter. First, the ability to mould himself into any formation the team wants, often ploughing a lonely furrow up front. And second, having such a hugely impressive goal-scoring record, despite often being burdened with having to take free kicks and corners.
Put it all together, and you've got one of the finest strikers of his generation.
Exactly.
Well, that's an excellent interception.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Messi. Messi goes steaming. Messi! And he nearly went all the way.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Odo. Neither side yet able to find the net. Now Costa Curta. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Now it's Rice. Tchouaméni gets rid without sophistication. Rice. Now the ball's gone astray. Well seen, saw that coming. Neymar goes on a run down the left wing. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against... Oh, what has happened here? Nuno Mendes. Rafinha. Odo. And it's Wilshere. It's Bellingham. Tchouaméni. And it's half-time here. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. Reflections on the first half?
Well, they've never really been threatened in the first half. I think it's been a magnificent team effort. The work rate has been superb. Very, very organised.
So we are still where we... Mbappe!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
And it's Neymar. And they can counter here. Rice. Rafinha. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Neymar. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. This is good pressing. They're not short on bodies. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And no, he's seen through all of that.
The attendance for
Rice,
this match was
chance here to counter.
72,306.
Nuno Mendes. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Substitution.
Odo. David Villa. Chance to finish. Oh, bang on target. Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. David Villa. Messi. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Just about up to 75 minutes.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Koundé. And here's Thuram. Now it's Rafinha.
Barcelona merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Vardiol is there, and he can get that clear. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Good running, strong and purposeful. And he cuts out the supply. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he is going into that little black book.
Substitution on the field. Number 22, Bellingham. Number 23, Wilshere. Coming on the field, number 13, De Bruyne. Number 41, Rice.
That is
Substitution in
Conte.
progress.
And here's Thuram.
2
minutes
has
to be
been
added on.
indicated.
And he skips past his man, just eases him off the ball. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. Decent hit! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Rafinha actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And that has been knocked clear. Lovely bit of skill. Camavinga did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Koundé. Now it's Rice. Mendes with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Oh, terrible pass. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Messi. And here's Haaland. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Rodri, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Beckham. Big header! Goal! Manchester United! Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So we have our breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Big chance!
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Rodri. Messi. He's looking to set free a runner. Gently done. And it's Belletti. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's whipped and he gets big! Rice gets good distance on it.
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Haaland! And that's gone behind for a goal kick.
Barcelona certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Spread out to the left. Rafinha providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Rafinha. Haaland has found the net here, of course. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Substitution in progress.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we're already back up and running after half-time. Messi! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Barcelona come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Over to the other side. Belletti. Messi. And he's managed to get free. And here's... has a goal! Dealt with nicely by the defence. That's a throw. Barcelona still chasing a 1-goal deficit here. Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
71,550.
Guardiola getting this one clear. And it's Messi. Some good work on the right flank here. Oh, played through for the wide man. Good challenge, excellent challenge. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Now it's Thuram.
Barcelona showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Thuram! Oh, he's got tall. Oh, taken with style. There seemed no way back, but they are level. What a great header, got plenty on that.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
Number 20, Lionel Messi. Substitutions taking place.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner. Manchester United merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Camavinga. It's a sweet ball, that. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Barcelona present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Goal! Manchester United! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
A picture of confidence, that was never missing.
Manchester United go into the lead.
It was definitely a brave call by the referee to give that penalty, and I think the way this game has gone, it could easily turn out to be the decisive moment. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Guardiola. And it's Neymar. Tchouaméni does well to stand firm and defend it. Thuram. Xavi Simons. Oh, super ball. Now it's Thuram. Camavinga gets it clear. That's at the end. Barcelona perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Look, they've been found wanting, in my opinion, in a few areas that would have made it...
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect sound. Batistuta! And the keeper read that really well.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
He could be in here. He's got space. There's the hit!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he was quick to react. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I don't think you're going to get many defenders who are as good as this fella, Koundé. When it comes to building from the back, I mean, he's always boasted impressive forward passes where you see him hit the front line with diagonals, switch play. He's got a great varied passing game, but I really have been surprised at how good a ball carrier he is.
Okay, interesting. Rafinha.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Rice with the clearance. Nuno Mendes. Rice. Barcelona still without a single shot on target. Rodri. Back into the middle. And he cuts out the supply. Van Bouten. Rafinha is herring after that one. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Just eases him off the ball. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now, who's going to be first to this? That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Mohamed Salah. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Rice. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. And here's Haaland. Rafinha cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Rafinha going full tilt down the left. Oh, what has happened here? Well, the defence just a... And there is the half-time whistle. But it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Koundé. Haaland. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. And Mendes. Guardiola. Here's Rodri. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
The attendance for this match was 70,000.
And it's Batistuta. And that has left him in a heap. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book.
Substitutions taking place.
Çalhanoğlu! Oh, how's that for a goal? Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
A 1-0 lead established.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this. Barcelona are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Salah. And here's Messi. Oh, such a clever touch. And the ball's come loose here. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Eder Militao gets over and intercepts. Hernandez. And it's Batistuta. Van Bouten producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And he's picked out the run. And Batistuta! It's in! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line.
After 85 minutes.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Number 42.
Liverpool are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Conte. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Thuram! He scores! And what a climax we have here! No space,
There will be 5
no
minutes
problem.
added time.
You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Barcelona. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Barcelona can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. The action has already started. Cafu. Now then, the ball's come loose.
Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on. Well, you know, Peter, the brains of this particular team's operation is Pep Guardiola, someone who can dictate the tempo, and his appreciation of the game is a step above most.
Yeah, he's a thinking man's footballer, isn't he?
Indeed, and I'm really looking forward to watching him.
Rodri, Rice, and it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. He's in, and the shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! There was to be only one outcome.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Manchester United, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Rafinha, Nuno Mendes, Rafinha, Batistuta. Barcelona are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. It's a goal kick. Koundé. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Rafinha. For Rice. Rafinha. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Messi's cross, a mighty effort! No, not the best of headers.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
Maradona, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nuno Mendes, oh, good-looking ball. Guardiola, Beckenbauer, and it's Batistuta.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Messi. And we've reached half-time. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and well, there was a genuine flow about the game. Most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Barcelona leading 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the... Great hit! It's there! They have come roaring back!
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen. What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
And here's Messi. Messi is flagged offside. Rice. It's a pretty loose pass. Manchester United trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball.
Can he put it away? A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, we can't question the quality of the run. He'll have to answer for the rest.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 8.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Erling Haaland. Coming on the field, number 21, Xavi Simons. Number 17, Turner.
Manchester United ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Mbappe, unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Cafu. Danger averted for now. Nuno Mendes. Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. Just about up to 75 minutes. Thuram! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Barcelona really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Koulibaly wins the duel this time. Mbappe.
Manchester United showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. And here's Thuram. Costa Curta cuts out the pass. Mbappe. Batistuta. There's the hit! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Barcelona really could have done without this. The comeback is complete. Not much more than a formality.
A picture of confidence. That was never missing.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 19. Rice.
So here comes a substitution.
Number 16.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Nuno Mendes.
Barcelona need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That's a decent clearance.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
And that is as far as it goes. Barcelona played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, they were posed with problems in wide areas, and they couldn't find a solution to those.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. And already we're underway here. Trying to get out of a very sticky situation. And here's Messi. Messi stood his ground strongly. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. DiMarco promptly onto that, and that is that. Rafael Leao going face-to-face with his great rival. And Batistuta! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. And here's Rafael Leao. Great, but now the finish! Goal! Montenegro! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Montenegro have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Rafinha stood up well to him there. And it's Batistuta.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's very neat. Half an hour played now. Good spot, he's seen the run. Now it's Kudus. And great hit! It's run loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Van Balten can get it clear. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Van Balten. Kimmich got a long way forward to join the attack. Aimed beyond the defence. Kudus. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Messi. Now it's Rice. He can run onto that. Oh, that's fabulous. Plenty to aim at here. Rafinha! Oh, taken with style. Barcelona are back in business. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
There's the whistle for half-time. Barcelona head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
It's been a really good watch, but I think the managers will be looking for that extra bit of organisation and focus now, just to try and get a little control on this game.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And the game has already resumed here. Rafinha cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Nuno Mendes. Now it's Rafinha. And here's Messi. Rafinha. De Bruyne. Rafael Leao. Montenegro applying the press here, a high press. Yeah, Rafael Leao! Goal! Montenegro! And they get themselves in front!
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 18.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to...
It's Maradona! And he has kept it out somehow.
Maradona clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Montenegro can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have...
And the shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Montenegro were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Kudus. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Rafinha looking understandably energised after his goal. Kudus. And he welcomes it in. Shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there! And this is getting better and better. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Montenegro go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Batistuta producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Foot in. Rodri carries the ball down the right. Van Bouten cuts out the pass. Kudus. And it's Batistuta. And it's De Bruyne. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Nuno Mendes. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Substitution in progress. Substitution for Barcelona, number 16, Rodri, number 19, Rice, number 8,
Rodri,
Rafinha, number 25,
Barella,
Nuno Mendes.
Kimmich.
Coming on the field, number 22,
And he's taking no chances there.
number 7, Conte,
Neymar.
number 15,
Neymar
Bellingham.
gets flagged
Number
offside.
6, Hernandez. There will be 5 minutes added time.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Hernandez. That's gone for a throw-in. And that is as far as it goes. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the...